Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pooja and we are doing this series on Pranayam. This is my third episode in this series and we're going to be talking about Kapalbhati in this video. So Kapalbhati technically is actually not a Pranayam. It is actually a detox exercise. So it's a part of the yoga regime where you do a lot of detox exercises like Jal Neti, Sutra Neti and Kapalbhati also is a part of that. So it is not technically Pranayam because anything which actually elongates your breath and increases the capacity of your breath is Pranayam, whereas Kapalbhati technically is not Pranayam. It is actually a detox exercise because in this we are just doing forceful inhalation exhalation, so it is not working on increasing the length of your breath. So we are going to be talking about how Kapalbhati really works on your hormones, because that's the main objective. We want to see how it can work on your hormonal issues. So talking about the benefits of Kapalbhati, the first and foremost thing that Kapalbhati does is that it is a detox exercise. So it not only detoxes you at a physical level, but it also detoxes you at an emotional and a mental level. And it is called Kapalbhati because Kapal means head. So it is an exercise of your head. It actually works on your head and it works on your emotional and mental well-being more than anything else. In Kapalbhati, the first thing we do is that when we are doing forceful inhalation and exhalation, what we are doing actually is that we are stimulating the vagus nerve. This is what we've spoken about in the last episode, that there is a vagus nerve which connects your gut to your brain, and there's a continuous communication that is happening between the gut and the brain through this vagus nerve. And this vagus nerve, when stimulated and when we improve the vagal tone of the vagus nerve, then overall your mood becomes better. If you're depressed, then it helps in that. If you are too anxious, then also it helps in that. So it works on your mental well-being. So if you're having too many mood swings, you're feeling too low before period, then it really works on that because you are stimulating the vagus nerve. The second benefit of Kapalbhati is that it makes your blood more alkaline, and we know that if the blood is more alkaline, it has less inflammation in it, and overall if there is less inflammation, then we know that there will be less hormonal issues like PCOS, endometriosis, because these are mainly inflammatory conditions. So if you're doing Kapalbhati, your blood will become more alkaline and therefore it will reduce the inflammation in your body. The third thing Kapalbhati does really well is that it improves your lung capacity. So because of the forceful exhalation, you increase the capacity of your lungs. And so if you have any allergies or if you have nasal congestion or if you have problems like asthma, then that can be really cured by doing Kapalbhati every single day. The fourth thing that Kapalbhati does is that it reduces your cortisol levels and estrogen levels because it's a detox exercise. So it actually gets rid of these excess chemicals that are building up in your body. And one of the most important things that Kapalbhati does is that it improves your metabolism and improves your digestive fire. So when we age, as we age, our metabolism slows down, and also the digestive fire, which actually is the Agni which is there inside your stomach, because of which you are able to digest food very easily, it slows down as we age. So when we are young, we can pretty much digest anything, but then as we start aging, then the digestive fire starts slowing down and it reduces our metabolism, and then weight gain happens. So when we are doing Kapalbhati and forceful exhalation, it actually works on your digestive fire and it ignites it, and also improves your metabolism and also makes you lose weight in the long run. And last but not least, what it does is that it moves the lymph in your body. The lymph is basically your detoxing system which actually detoxes your body, and when we are sleeping, then the lymph becomes very static. So when we get up in the morning, we see that there is a little bit of congestion on around our face. It's a little swollen, and it's because the lymph isn't moving. And when we get going with our work, then you slowly see that swelling goes, and that's because the lymph starts moving. So when we do a detox exercise like Kapalbhati first thing in the morning, then it gets the lymph moving, and it also detoxes your face really quickly, and you can see a natural glow come on your face just by doing Kapalbhati. So again, if you have hair loss issues, skin issues, hormonal issues, then all that can be taken care of if you're doing Kapalbhati every single day in the morning. Now Kapalbhati needs to be done in a proper way. The first thing that you have to bear in mind is that you have to do it first thing in the morning. This needs to be done in the morning because it detoxes you from whatever has been accumulated when you were sleeping in the night. So body is trying to eliminate it, so it actually triggers that elimination process for you. The second thing is that you have to do it in the morning because that's when your stomach is empty. Kapalbhati you cannot do if there is food in your stomach. So please make sure that there is no food in your stomach when you're doing Kapalbhati. Otherwise it can actually harm you rather than giving you any benefits. If you are doing Kapalbhati in the evening, then make sure that there is a gap of at least 4 hours before you start doing Kapalbhati. Otherwise, doing it first thing in the morning would be best because that's the time when it should be done. Now, when we do Kapalbhati, ideally we have to do 3 rounds of Kapalbhati. So we do. So let's say we start with forceful exhalation 40 times. So we do 40 forceful exhalation. Then we go into something called Shunyakal, which is the rest period, and then we do the second round of Kapalbhati, 40 rounds again, and then Shunyakal, and then the third round of Kapalbhati, and then Shunyakal. So this is the sequence that you're going to follow when you're going to do Kapalbhati. So 3 rounds and a break in between, which is called as Shunyakal. Now, why is Shunyakal that important? Shunyakal is important because it gives you the rest, because when you forcefully inhale, your stomach gets tired. So it gives you that period of recovery in between. The second thing is that when you do Shunyakal, you also have to observe your breath, because when you have forcefully exhaled, I want you to sit in Shunyakal and observe how your breath has changed, how your breath pattern has changed after doing the forceful exhalation. So observation becomes really important. It is as critical as actually doing the main exercise. So don't jump over the Shunyakal period very quickly and go to the next round. Do it properly. Do your Kapalbhati round and then do Shunyakal properly, and then go to the next round of Kapalbhati only when you have completely recovered and completely you've observe the breath and its changes. The other thing that you have to bear in mind is that when you are doing Kapalbhati, then the exhalation has to be forceful enough. So how do you check that you are exhaling properly or not? So what you do is you put a finger somewhere here and then you do the forceful exhalation. If you can feel the force on the finger, that means you are exhaling properly, and that is forceful enough for you to be able to judge whether you're doing Kapalbhati properly or not. Again, Kapalbhati is only about forceful exhalation. It is not about inhalation. So you don't have to worry about inhalation. Inhalation happens very passively in this, and the only thing that you focus on is your exhalation. Other than this, when you are doing the forceful exhalation, then make sure that your facial expressions do not change. So there should not be too much contraction in your face because you are forcefully exhaling, or your shoulders should not move. So this portion of your body should not move and your facial expressions should not change. The only thing that you're going to be focusing on is forcefully exhaling from your stomach, and that should come out of your nostrils. So now I'm going to show you one round of Kapalbhati. I'm going to do forceful exhalation 40 times, and then I will do my Shunyakal after that. So I'm going to show you one round, and you can do 3 rounds of this at home and try to do this. And if you have any questions, you can always ask. So I'm going to do 40 forceful exhalation from my stomach, and you can see how I do it. So you're going to make your mudra like this. So the hand is going to be as simple as this, and you're going to keep it nicely and steadily. And you're going to close your eyes and you're going to do 40 forceful exhalations. So this is one round of Kapalbhati done with Shunyakal. So this is how you're going to start. So you can start with 40 rounds of forceful exhalation Kapalbhati, and 3 rounds of that. Now the most important thing is that you need to progress in this. So you can't be stuck at 40. You need to move up in terms of increasing your lung capacity and also improving the detox exercise. So what you're going to do is start with 40, build it up to 60, then improve it to 80, go up to 100, and then go up to 120. So that is how you're going to improve over a period of time your capacity. Again, you're doing 3 rounds. You can also do 5 rounds. So if you, let's say, have practiced Kapalbhati for, let's say, 2 to 3 months, then you can easily do 120 forceful exhalation in 1 round, and you can do 5 rounds of those. And that would be like a very good full-fledged exercise, detox exercise that you can do first thing in the morning every single day. So progression becomes really important. So you have to keep that in mind, that you're progressing, and don't forcefully go there. You need to be gradual with it. So your capacity of your stomach will increase as you go along. So initially maybe you will get tired at 40, but then you will gradually see that your capacity will go up. Again, you can increase the speed of your Kapalbhati exercise as well. So you can actually do something like this also. This can be also your speed. So overall, over a period of time, you can increase the speed in which you are doing the exhalation. You can increase the number of rounds you are doing, and you can also increase the number of times you are doing Kapalbhati. So this way you can increase the progression over a period of time. So I hope you liked this video, you enjoyed what I have taught you in this. I hope you're able to do this at home on your own. Make sure you're doing 3 rounds of this every single day. But also one precaution is this, that you should not be doing this exercise when you're on your period. Again, if you're pregnant, then you should not be doing Kapalbhati exercise at all. So any stomach exercises not to be done when you are on your period or you're pregnant. I hope you liked this video. Give us a thumbs up if you did. Put any questions on the comment section. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. And subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you.